My husband keeps cheating on me, and I don't know what to do. I never thought I'd find myself in this situation, but here I am, pouring my heart out on the internet. My husband, David 32M, and I 30F have been married for 5 years, together for 8. We had a great relationship at first, full of laughter and shared dreams. But over the past year, everything has changed. I feel like I'm in a nightmare that I can't wake up from. It all started about a year ago. I noticed David was coming home later and later from work, always with some excuse about meetings or late-night projects. I tried to trust him, but my gut was telling me something wasn't right. I began noticing little things that made me suspicious. His phone was always face down. He was suddenly protective of his messages, and he would get defensive whenever I asked about his whereabouts. After a few months of growing suspicion, I made the difficult decision to check his phone while he was in the shower one night. I wish I hadn't, but I felt I needed to know the truth. What I found shattered my world. There were texts with another woman, flirty messages, pictures, and plans to meet up. My heart sank as I read their exchanges. I couldn't believe my husband, the man I trusted, was cheating on me. When he came out of the shower, I confronted him with the evidence. At first, he denied everything, but the look on my face must have told him I wasn't buying it. After a tense silence, he broke down and admitted to having an affair with a coworker. He promised it was over and begged for my forgiveness. I was devastated but decided to give him another chance because I loved him and believed he could change. For a while, things seemed to improve. He apologized, cut off contact with the woman, and we went to couples therapy. But as time went on, the cracks began to show. He would still go out with friends and come home late, and I started to notice that the late-night work excuses were creeping back in. My heart was in turmoil. Was I being paranoid again, or was he truly being unfaithful? Fast forward a few months, and I caught him again. This time it was worse. I found receipts for hotel stays and more texts with different women. It felt like a punch to the gut. I confronted him again, and he made the same excuses. He was lonely, stressed, and made some poor choices. He swore he would change and begged me not to leave him. I was torn. Part of me wanted to walk away and never look back, but another part of me was still holding on to the love I once felt for him. I tried to make it work, but I couldn't shake the feeling of betrayal. Each time he cheated, it chipped away at my trust and my self-worth. I felt like I was living in a constant state of anxiety, wondering if he was being faithful or if he was sneaking around behind my back again. I started isolating myself from friends and family because I didn't want to explain my situation to anyone. I felt ashamed and embarrassed that I had allowed myself to be in this situation. Over the last few months, I've been doing a lot of soul searching. I know deep down that I deserve better than this. I deserve someone who is loyal and committed to me, not someone who continuously breaks my heart. But the thought of leaving David terrifies me. We have built a life together, and I'm afraid of what the future would look like without him. I also worry about how this would affect our families, especially his. I've considered going to therapy on my own, but I haven't taken that step yet. I know I need to find a way to heal and move on, whether that means staying with David or leaving him behind. I'm so lost right now, and every day feels like a battle. So here I am asking for advice. What should I do? How do I move past the hurt and betrayal? Should I give him one last chance, Or is it time to cut my losses and leave? I want to make the right decision for myself, but I'm struggling to see clearly. If anyone has been through something similar, I would greatly appreciate your insights and advice. I need help figuring out what to do next.